say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
You've seen the NASCAR Cup cars at the Charlotte Motor Speedway for the All-Star race. Well, how about tonight right here? The Salt Flat IROC Series takes it to a whole new level. Irwindale Speedway, the figure 8 track here for the Salt Flat IROC Series All-Star event presented tonight by Sim Necessities right here on your Turn 3 Racing Network. A late start here tonight because there is no qualifying going to be happening here from Irwindale. It's going to be a random draw here as you see the next level racing counting down to grids down there in the left-hand corner, just under 20 seconds now. 20 drivers joining the lobby here tonight to battle it out for the All-Star race, and what an event it's going to be. You see them out there battling it out right now, just kind of picking their way around the track for the time being. It's just a figure 8. We're going to see guys into each other all night long here. No points are going to be on the line, so it's going to be one interesting one. Don't worry, the cars are going to disappear here in just a second, but we'll be back to bring you the action here from Irwindale. And as the cars have removed themselves from the track, they're going to start to grid here in just a moment. Remember, it's a random grid. We don't know who's starting where tonight. And looks like we're starting to see it. It's going to be a standing start, something we normally don't see here with the Salt Flat IROC Series. So it's going to be something a little bit more interesting than what we're used to. You're going to see guys starting to appear here now in a couple seconds. There they start to come. Does show that Tim Smith's going to start on the pole tonight here. Tim Smith is your point standings leader coming into the midway break here for the Wednesday night Salt Flat IROC Series. Cody Levitt, who actually sits third in points, is going to be right to his outside. Last year, though, the man that started on the pole here, Tim Smith, was the man who walked away with the win. And, well, he has a great starting spot to try and do it this year all over again. So waiting on Tim Smith to take to the grid. There you see the purple car. In just a couple of moments, these guys are going to start to send these cars off down there into turn 1. It's going to be a left-hander, then down into a right-hander. There it is. Green flag is waving, and we are away here for the Salt Flat IROC Series All-Star race here tonight, presented to you by Sim Necessities. Look, there's already chaos down there. I think that was Jared Reichert and Jarrett Hagerdorn going at each other. A couple guys deploying a little bit of strategy. We got a yellow flag out there on track. I am not quite sure what that one was about here. I do know a little bit of the settings tonight were a little screwy when they came into the lobby here. But we do thank everybody for tuning in here for the Salt Flat IROC Series All-Star race right here on your Wednesday night on your Turn 3 Racing Network. So we're trying to see what's going on out here. Give these guys a little bit of a second to figure it out. It's been a good season so far for these guys here at the Salt Flat IROC Series. There you see giving Tim Smith just a little bit of a bump. Skylar Brown already deploying the up and over tactic here tonight. No damage for these drivers, so let's see how it plays out all night long. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to take a break here. Just got word from race control that we're going to have to start this all over again from the initial start. So hang tight. We'll be right back with you here to figure this all out.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
coming for a splash. Three, two, one, now. All clear. Punch it. Great job. You did really well.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, or should I say welcome back, Salt Flat IROC here to the YouTube side for the Turn 3 Racing Network. We've restarted it. We're going to re-rack them here, but we are going to go green flag racing here for 40 minutes, the distance for this Salt Flat IROC Series All-Star event tonight presented by Necessities. So we're at this point, we're just waiting. It is going to still be a standing start, like I said. We did make a little bit of a goof. Somebody here decided to join as a driver then because they had to host the session. Tim Smith, though, looks like he's still going to start that 000 on the pole here tonight. Maybe not. A couple guys starting to grid now in front of him. Everything's all just a little bit jumbled up here, but we're going to roll in here in just a second. Grid still looks like it's still waiting for one driver, and that would be myself. So while we're sitting here talking about Tim Smith, who does have the 000 out front here to start the event. Tim Smith comes into the halfway break here for the IROC Series with a 25-point lead over Jamie Leach, last year's champion for the Salt Flat IROC Series. Cody Levitt sits third in your point standings. Matt Grobelny is fourth, and rounding out your top five, big mover from last week, going to be the number 985 here of Racing Jason Dobbs. He does round out your top five, 73 points behind Tim Smith in the championship hunt, and that's going to continue on after this event next week once we get back to regular style racing here for the IROCs. So it looks like we're just about to start here in about 3, 2, 1. The green flag is going to wave any second, I believe. I could be totally wrong on this, but there it is. Green flag is waving, and we're going to go figure 8 race it. Last year's figure 8 was such a good time, they decided, hey, why not? Let's go do it all over again. There's going to be action all over the track. Let's zoom this out just a little bit. There it is. Already some damage. That looks like Cody Levitt going around with David Carmen. So 18 drivers going to take the green. 19 of us here into the lobby. Tim Smith's going to lead the first lap. It's going to be one heck of a battle out, or battle royale style here tonight. So we do thank everybody for patiently hanging in with us. You see, it says about 101 laps, the distance that these guys might be able to make. We're going to have to keep a close eye on that, but it is a 40-minute time session. Timing and scoring still showing Tim Smith out front here in this one in the early going. Here's your battle for second as Matt Grobelny going to dive here to the inside on Josiah Millen. The question is, can they get there before they make it through the X? Danny Valenzuela. Oh, somebody. That looks like, I believe that could have been Greg O'Berry. That went rolling and tumbling all the way down. Going to be joined by Jared Hagedorn. These guys flat sending it through the corners here and through the center of the track. It's always interesting to see what kind of strategies played out there. I know last year Tim Smith elected to take that nice and easy strategy. Oh, Millen going to pass Smith for the lead, and Millen's going to go flipping. Then Greg O'Berry piles in and says, not so fast, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to play too tonight. Skylar Brown going to take the roll. Tim Smith going to come out of this still as the leader, but he'll battle with Darrell Clauter. Danny Valenzuela right there going for one heck of a slide there. Colton Farrow had a hold penalty. That's why you see him slow into the outside. Darrell Clauter, your new leader. Tim Smith, then Nicholas Bieber. Right there they go. See another car flipping up to the outside. That's Danny Valenzuela flipping back there for the over-the-wall racing team. And he takes one tumble, takes a whole nother tumble. Well, it's just not that good. Correction, Timmy Valenzuela. They switched up the tire colors a little bit on me here tonight for the Salt Flat IROC series. There's Millen also to the inside with Hagedorn. Question is now what's going to happen. Josiah Millen upside down. Jared Hagedorn. Look at the teamwork here. Teamwork makes the dream work. He's going to give him a little shot here. No damage for these guys tonight. Not quite, not quite. There we go. Teamwork makes the dream work. And Darrell Clauter comes in and goes, hey, helping him out. I'll turn you around. I'll help you. Tim Smith's still your leader. He makes it through the X one more time nice and clean. How about the guy who's running second out here? Hasn't had the rookie season that he's really wanted to. Jarrett Reichard comes in here to the Salt Flat IROC series. One of those dirt sprint car 410 racers what we talk about week in and week out coming over here to steal the show on the pavement. Well, Jarrett Reichard, one of those drivers, unfortunately not having the results that Jarrett would want to have throughout the season here in the early going. Jarrett Reichard comes into the night finding himself 19th in the point standings. Does have one top 5 or top 10 to his name. That top 10 came all the way over at, or all the way back at the Atlanta Motor Speedway a handful of weeks back. So as Jarrett runs right there in that second position, he's being chased by the blue machine back here, the 99, Darrell Clauter. Darrell, the good old Florida native. Darrell joined last year to the Salt Flat IROC series. This is Darrell's second season of action. He runs 17th in your point standings, 123 out of the championship lead. Darrell not having any top 10 so far this year, but just consistent finishes right there around the 11th, 12th, 13th position week in and week out. Other than Daytona when him and his teammate got together. Let's check out his teammate. Oh, Millen goes flying. Maybe it wasn't Millen. It was actually Bennett. Bennett flying. Bennett finds himself on his lid. No damage here, but you might have to take a tow at some point, so we'll have to see what happens to Bennett here if he elects to tow or if he's going to be able to stay out there. Tim Smith still leading the way here. Donald Bennett still sitting on his roof over at the start-finish line. Looks like David Carmen going around right there. Pointed in the wrong direction. He's trying to find that car or get it refired and pointed back the right direction. He turns it around. Let's see if we can catch a word in. We have a driver pointed up on his roof in the wrong direction. It looks like he's getting some help, though. Donald Bennett, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Donald, it looks like you're kind of on your roof, but you're not the only one. Right down from you, it looks like the 05 of Valenzuela and Farrow is also on the roof. Jared Hagedorn coming to your rescue here. Is that a group effort? Was that planned, or is Jared just out there being the wrecker?
Nah, I think he's just out here being the wrecker, man.
But now you're pointed back on your feet here. You're only 5 minutes into this event here. What's going on out there?
Yeah, just good racing, sending it, and trying not to kill anybody. Drinking good beer.
What kind of beer are we drinking tonight for the All-Star race?
We're drinking WellWorks Juice Bits.
Juice Bits. Well, maybe you need to drink a little more, son. You just kind of went the wrong way on the track.
Yeah, maybe I'm going to hit that Kraken in a little bit.
Well, you never know what he's going to hit out there. He's driving like he's drunk. Ladies and gentlemen, we do not condone drinking and driving, but drinking and sim racing, that's a whole other aspect. That's quite all right. So, Donald, well, I mean, hey, get back out there and find, I guess, the right way. Oh, he's ladies and gentlemen, I hope Donald's okay. But there was Donald Bennett. Donald Bennett residing out of the Topton, Pennsylvania area, driving for the Keystone Motorsports team. They are second in your championship hunt for the team points. That guy that's out front, though, he has the most wins. And how about his teammate right behind him, Tim Smith, battling with Skylar Brown. I heard a little rumor beforehand that these two were not going to take it easy on each other. They race sprint cars together. They race here on Wednesday nights. And look at that close action as they almost came together with a couple of the Keystone Motorsports group cars. I heard there was a little challenge out there between Brown and Smith. I think Smith said that, oh boy, look at him thread the needle. That if Brown was in his way, he was pretty much going to be, see you later, out of the moon, or out of the way. He's going to send him to the moon. Last year we had a couple drivers here from the IROC series visit the moon. Right now, though, Skylar Brown out front, Tim Smith second, Cody Levitt 9 seconds behind. There you see him coming through the X. He is in third, racing Jason Dobbs sitting here, going for a spin. He runs fourth with Jamie Leach running in your fifth spot. Donald Bennett out there still trying to get a grasp on which way he's supposed to go. I think at this point he said, well, if I can go backwards, well, ladies and gentlemen, if you can figure out what the 31 of Donald Bennett's doing, please shoot us a message here at the Turn 3 Racing Network and let us know. He might have hit the Kraken earlier than what he thought. There's one of the Valenzuela Motorsports drivers, Danny Valenzuela, out there in the 04, driving with those neon yellow rims as he battles with the leaders. Gives Mac Robelny a little slide, and, well, Colton Farrow goes, hey, how about this, buddy? 3 admins, let's make a right here. So Danny Valenzuela now going to deploy the tactic of let's just go in reverse. How about this gentleman right here on the screen? Michael Whitaker, one of the drivers that is pretty quiet throughout the season, has some really good finishes. Let's take a peek here. Right now, Michael Whitaker, best finish of the year, came back all the way at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Then he followed it up with another strong top 10 finish from Phoenix. So a 6th place finish at Atlanta and a 9th place finish at Phoenix. Just trying to claw his way through the season and having a couple good races back-to-back right there. Michael Whitaker sits 16th in your Salt Flat IROC Series point standings. There's Nicholas Bieber, one of the rookies out there, racing for BeastRacing.com. It looks like we had a big pile up there at the middle intersection. Jamie Leach involved, David Carmen involved, Jared Hagerdorn's involved. Let's just take a peek here and look from above for a little while. There it looks like Timmy Valenzuela making contact. That's the 38 of Levitt, who's just gone into space and still trying to figure out if he's going to wind up back on his leg. Jared Hagerdorn comes in and says, let me help you, and puts him right on his roof. And Cody's going to find his wheels. He's going to flip it back over and keep going. Big jargon there coming off turn number 2. A couple guys, it looks like Greg O'Berry and a bunch of the Keystone Motorsports drivers getting involved in it. So there's just action all over the place. The question is, can you keep up? Millen, or that's Bennett still, actually. Bennett's still over here trying to find his legs and figure out which direction is the right direction. Right now, he's spinning right round, baby, right round. Well, where's your leader? Let's find your leader out there on track. Here comes the Pink Posse 73. Skylar Brown still finds himself out front. He's got an 8-second lead over the other Pink Posse driver, 000 of Tim Smith. There you see Tim sitting back here. He's just kind of moseying on his way. Oh, big wreck once again. That's Danny Valenzuela going up and over, and I believe that's Donald Bennett doing 360s over there. Correction, racing Jason Dobbs. So the action just is nonstop here. Here's Bennett once again. Still can't figure out where the gas pedal is. And there's Danny. He's going to have to actually tow. Oh, Nicholas Bieber was coming in. He was going to give him a shot. But Danny then decided he was going to tow. And then you got a couple other drivers. Timmy Valenzuela is now stuck into the tire barrier. Jared Hagerdorn tried to help him out there for a moment, but I think Jared has decided you're going to be on your own here, Timmy. I'll catch you a little bit later on. Two teammates getting into it there. Dobbs getting a piece of Millen as he went by. No teammates out there. I kind of heard that a little bit earlier today. Well, while we're talking about that team, why don't we just go join that team? We already spoke to one of the members of the team. Now let's see if we can get a word in with the fan favorite driver out here for the Salt Flat IROC Series. Jason Dobbs, you got a copy?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, Vols Nation. He has a voice, and he likes to scream it loud and proud down there with his purple rims. Jason, tell us about what's going on out there. We see Jared Hagedorn and Nicholas Bieber going at it right now in the center of the track.
It's kind of like driving a car in a hurricane. It's a mess.
It's a mess. I mean, that's probably the best way to describe tonight in general. But talk to us a moment while you're out there doing a couple figure-8 circles around this track here. Tell us about your season so far.
Well, it's went well, I think. A lot better than last season we had. Been more consistent. I don't know. I feel like I improved as a driver, and I just want to keep getting better.
Yeah, keep getting better. Just looking back here at the last couple events, you had a 3rd place finish all the way back at Myrtle Beach, a 2nd place finish at Auto Club, a 14th at Atlanta just wasn't your night there after you were running inside the top 10, and then a 3rd place finish last week at Phoenix. So you have some really good finishes here in the late going. That finds yourself 5th in the championship hunt. What do you need, though, to close the 73-point gap that Tim Smith has on you?
A couple of wins and him to have a couple of bad races, but that's racing. Anything can happen, and we'll just keep moving forward and go from there, just see what happens.
Yeah, you're definitely going to be able to try and park that 985 in Victory Lane sometime this year, but the question is, what's going to happen here once you catch the 31 at Bennett?
Just pass him.
Just pass him? Rub
yeah.
his racing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, there you hear from Jason Dobbs. He's out here driving around, running 3rd right now, 1 lap down to Skylar Brown and Tim Smith. While we're in here with the Keystone Motorsports Group, we also have driver of the number 40. You're normally the number 40. Today in the hosted lobby, though, gives him the number 48, Josiah Millen. You won a couple of weeks ago, Josiah, and now you're out here for the All-Star race. You think you can park that 40 machine in Victory Lane for the All-Star race?
We're going to give it a shot. Right now I'm working on Michael Whitaker, so, I mean, it's a lot of fun. Arms are getting kind of tired, but...
Kind of tired, son. We're not even that far into this event here. We're just shy of halfway. We still got 6 minutes before the halfway marker.
I still got a whole glass of whiskey, so we're good.
Well, now I'm starting to think this whole Keystone Motorsports Group has a problem here. You got your teammate of Donald Bennett out there drinking an IPA and then talking about hitting the Kraken a little bit. Jason Dobbs over there being a respectful adult, and you're over here drinking whiskey.
Well, he can be a respectful adult, but I told him I'm drinking the old Tennessee whiskey, so go Vols.
Well, another one of those Keystone Motorsport teammates out here that are all rooting for the Vols Nation. It's a little odd. Josiah, do you find it a little odd that, your team name is Keystone Motorsports, predominantly this team from Pennsylvania, and you're all cheering on Vols Nation?
I don't know. It's all right. I mean, there's nothing against Tennessee, so we're happy to have them.
Well, they at least got one thing right in Tennessee. They make some good whiskey. But, hey, good luck and congratulations once again on that win a couple weeks ago.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Well, there you hear it from a couple of the drivers down to the Keystone Motorsports Group. Bunch of good guys down there. They like to have a little fun. Come out here on a Wednesday night. It's your midweek relief, stressful racing, and there was Josiah Millen. Let's take a peek here, see if we can go to the scenic. Oh, as he runs into Jamie Leach. Jamie Leach, your championship winner last season. Jamie Leach having another good, outstanding season. He has 1 win on the season, 3 top 5s and 5 top 10s out of the 6 events here ran this so far this season. Jamie Leach right now, though, 5th here for your All-Star race. As there you see one of the pink posse cars up and over. That's actually Skylar Brown finding the fence. He's able to flip it back over, but he's going to lose the lead, and actually he goes down 1 lap. As there's Donald Bennett spinning right round like a top. He finds his wheels, though, but the question is, which direction is he going to go? So Skylar Brown loses a lap and a position because that man racing Jason Dobbs heads on into your 2nd place. Nicholas Bieber sitting over here. I'm not sure if he's playing dead or if he has an issue with that car. Nicholas Bieber just kind of upside down. He's got 1 wheel spinning, so I guess it's still pretty good for Nicholas Bieber. As you see everybody go by him, he's probably screaming right now, could somebody please help me out? Oh, look at that. There comes the 04 of Danny Valenzuela. He puts it back on his on his feet. And then Danny gets taken out by his teammate and his brother of, well, there he is. That's the man, Timmy Valenzuela. Anybody needs a loan, hit up Timmy Valenzuela right here. He can help you out. He works over there for the Team McMullen. They help out they hand out VA loans, not just VA loans. They hand out if you just need a regular home loan also. Go ahead and hit him up. Not sure Nicholas Bieber here is going for the most cones hit tonight. Oh, Nicholas Bieber back up and over. He almost got a full lap back on his feet. He went up and over from Jared Hagedorn, and, well, then he got put back on his wheels. He'll drive that car away. How about this man sitting on pit road? Not sure what happened to David Carmen. But maybe we'll just go ahead and pull him and ask him. David Carmen, Roger in the booth here. You got a copy with us?
I got you, Roger.
Well, you got us. We see you out there on track. It looks like you just had to take a tow. Is that what happened?
Yeah, I was on my roof.
I hate when I'm on my roof. How did that happen? Who hit you?
I didn't even see.
It happens so quick out there, you just have no clue. I mean, look at it all happen right in front of you right there. But while we have you, David, tell us about your season so far here with the Salt Flat IROC Series. You're battling for the Rookie of the Year championship.
Well, I'm having a lot of fun here. I've had some bad luck, but we're doing our best here, and
see, it's pretty easy to multitask, isn't it? Oh boy, Jason Dobbs and you come together. Yeah, it's pretty easy to multitask, ain't it? Drive a figure eight and talk to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Dave, you had a good finish over at Auto Club. A fourth place finish is your best finish of the season so far. Is that the kind of tracks that you like, those bigger, wide open tracks?
Yeah, I mean, I have fun pretty much everywhere we go. I just been having a little bit of bad luck, like I said, and still out here every week.
How difficult is it to drive one of these street stocks compared to, say, your Xfinity car here on the iRacing platform?
Oh, they're a lot slower, and actually they're a lot funner with these because they're so close and such tight racing.
Yeah, close racing is exactly what you're seeing here tonight. Well, Dave, we're gonna let you go. We know it's a little difficult to drive and especially talk to me and hear my beautiful, wonderful voice here in the booth.
That's right.
So, I mean, you just a minute over the halfway mark. There's still 21 minutes left in this event. Good luck, and looks like you're 9 laps behind right now. That's a pile up.
Thanks, Roger.
Well, we hope Dave's all right as he takes it up and over and now finds himself on his lid. Here comes Jared Hagedorn to the rescue. What more can you say about Jared Hagedorn? Man's from Nebraska, out here having a good time. He's also one of those whiskey drinkers. Let's just see if we can get a word in with Jared Hagedorn. Jared Hagedorn, do you have a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Jared, the question of the night, what kind of whiskey are you drinking?
Windsor, like always.
Windsor on the rocks or dry?
I usually drink it with Coke.
Oh, now he's mixing it? I thought you were a man out here. But hey, tell us about what's going on out there. It seems like you're being the nice guy and helping everybody out.
I am. I have no chance of winning this, so I find it more fun just to flip people back over.
Yeah, is it better with the no damage as Bennett comes into the door of you, or would it be better if it had a little bit of damage?
I actually liked it better when there was damage.
They give it a little bit more of an aspect of trying to figure something out strategy-wise?
Yeah, like you didn't want to tow last time. You didn't want to tow because that took way too long, so you try to limp it back in the pits.
You see, especially right there with that one, you'd probably have to take a tow as you got hit by a couple cars coming through the X. This event here with the Salt Flat IROC Series with their all-star race, kind of different than your usual all-star race, would you say?
Yeah, I would say this is pretty unique.
I mean, how many guys come out here, put no damage, and then let's slap them on a figure eight track? I mean, you should see all the chaos that's happening right now and ensuing on screen in turns 3 and 4. You got a couple guys on the roof over there, I believe. Actually, your leader, Tim Smith, is on his side, and everybody's going right around him, leaving him there.
I'll probably leave him just to make it interesting.
Well, he did have a lap on the entire field. Who is that over there? That is Greg O'Berry that you just hit, and then you wound up on your roof.
Yeah, let's hope they return the favor.
Well, Jared, we know you're upside down, and you're probably perched at this point from talking to us here in the booth. So, good luck here tonight, and continue on, my friend.
Will do. Have a good one.
So, Jared Hagedorn being the nice guy out there, he did let Tim Smith sit on his roof for a little bit, as Tim Smith is back on his feet and moving once again. He's still in the lead. He still has about a 6-second lead over that man, Skylar Brown there, who's just trying to make it through. Jared Reichert winds up on his roof right now, sitting down here. Unfortunate for Jared Reichert, but we find it pretty funny here in the booth. We missed the halfway, pop the top tonight. No canned beer here, but for Jared Reichert, since he's on his roof, let's pop the top here onto that blue out of the bottle. Jared Reichert gets turned back around, though. But tonight's race is brought to you by Sim Necessities, made by that man on screen, Mac Robelny, part of the, what is that? Like the Almost Coast Racing or something, or the Backwoods Boys. They go by so many different names. I think they're all Backwoods at this point. So Mac Robelny, though, making button boxes over there by Sim Necessities. So if anybody needs a button box, a shock adjuster, maybe a brake bias, go on over to Facebook. Look up Sim Necessities. Can't find Sim Necessities? Look up Mac Robelny, because how many other people have a name like Mac Robelny? Mac Robelny can definitely hook you up with whatever you need. I heard he's got a special project also that he's in the works with. Also can do some 3D printing over there at Sim Necessities, so if you need any kind of figurines made for some of your die casts, or maybe you just need a trophy for, like, well, say your All-Star Figure 8 event, as he sends it through the middle there, hitting Bennett. Bennett hits him back. But Mac Robelny, a jack of all trades, can definitely help you out. So that man in front of him, Donald Bennett there, you see, you can tell why he can't drive straight half the time. He's got orange hair, he's hitting the cones and hits the wall, and I think at this point he's hit it. Donald, if you're listening, hit the pace car. Hit the pace car. Guys hit everything else out there tonight. Bennett goes around. Colton Farrow out here. He's going to go around here in turns 3 and 4. We'll find the inside and try and point her back in the right direction. Let's go over top here and check some of the action out here as we're now within the 16-minute marker of the event. So what do you guys think out there on YouTube? What do you think about a figure 8 race as your all-star race? Kind of, we talk about it as your midweek stress relief right here on your Turn 3 Racing Network with your soft flat. Look at Bennett doing some kind of aero or acrobatics. I'm not even quite sure. Jared Reichert going to get in on that now too. It's a smash 'em up derby out here. Well, let's see if we get a word in with this driver out there, the 82, Nicholas Bieber. You got a copy?
Yeah, what's up, Roger?
Well, did it get too hot in the room tonight that we're sitting in the pits right now?
My car wanted to be a turtle and just going us back and not be able to pull back over, so, oh no.
We did see you in turtle mode. Is that one of the options on the shifter that you have? Is that special?
I think so, it's especially installed for this track only.
I get it. I've seen a couple guys deploy that strategy, but Nick, tell us about your season. You're one of the rookies here for the Salt Flat IROC guys, and right now you're sitting 17th in points. It looks like 3rd overall in your Rookie of the Year standings. Well, how's your year been so far from the driver's seat?
Oh, it's just, I've had some bad luck and never haven't got caught in no breaks. Hopefully the second half of the season I can start catching a little bit more breaks.
Yeah, what do you need to park this 82 BeastRacing.com machine in Victory Lane here with the IROCs?
Just patience and work through all the cars and just myself calm and collected and have fun.
How calm can you be though when you look in your mirror right now and you see Tim Smith coming?
Not very calm, but no one gets a it's here and we're having fun, so I don't know how many laps down.
Well, we're giving you a hint. You're in the double digits.
I could only guess that I've spent so much on that within that turtle mode.
But what do you think about this figure 8 all-star race out here tonight?
Oh, it's a blast. I'm having a blast, having fun.
Well, it looks like
That's all that counts.
Looks like a lot of fun out there. You still got 13 and a half minutes left here in this session. So try and keep the 82 out of turtle mode and on all four wheels. I hear it goes a little bit faster.
Yeah, if I'm on all four tires, it might be a little faster than turtle mode, but yeah.
Well, there you heard it from BeastRacing.com. 82 driver of Nicholas Bieber out of the Maryland area. But interesting fact about Nicholas Bieber, does not have any air conditioning, doesn't even have a fan blowing on him while racing. He does it the old school way and just pretty much sweats buckets. Nick, we might have to like all pitch in and send you an air conditioner because that's just absolutely insane. But Nick, one of the Rookie of the Year candidates out there, and he's having a great time. Talk to him all the time, and he just talks about how fun the racing is here with the Salt Flat IROC series and how closely together the skill sets are with these cars. It really helps a lot of these guys out. There it looks like that's Timmy Valenzuela going around there off the front bumper of the 48 of Millen, and Millen then going to get into, I believe that was Nicholas Bieber. That is Nicholas Bieber trying to go in turtle mode. Jared Hagedorn was going to come to the rescue, but Nick was able to get her back on the wheels. Looks like Josiah Millen now on his roof, and a couple guys piling in there on him. Millen just sitting there. Jared Reichert going to turn around. Jared Reichert, Josiah Millen, they actually go racing on the weekends. They help out with the Jordan Henn racing team. Jordan Henn, a racer up here in the Northeast in Pennsylvania, drives over or races over there at the Grandview Speedway on a Saturday night in the modified division. Jordan Henn, 2 years ago, winning the Sportsman Championship from Grandview, driving for the Eisenhart race team. There you go. Millen going to get back on his wheels. He'll get the car pointed in one direction, whether it was the right one or the wrong one. He will find his way out. Jared Hagedorn still over here trying to get, well, what did you guess it? Nicholas Bieber back in turtle mode, sitting here on the front stretch. Jared Hagedorn trying everything he can to get that 82 machine back up and going. Let's take a look here as we're just about at the 11-minute mark. That's your leader, Tim Smith. He has found his way back out front, 10 seconds over that man who just ran right into the wall with Jason Dobbs. That's Skylar Brown. He is second. Jason Dobbs is up here getting a little assist from, well, none other than the number 2 of Jared Hagedorn. And then Jason Dobbs right back onto his lid. 5th place, well, now 3rd place actually is this man right here, Cody Levitt, 1 lap down running 3rd. Jason Dobbs still, contact between Tim Smith up over, and where's he going to land? He lands bouncy right back on the wheels, but Skylar Brown now going to take over the lead. Took a couple drivers, Jarrett Reichert and Jared Hagedorn to upright the 985 there of Dobbs. And I believe we have one come to a stop over here. That's Cody Levitt up against the guardrail. Carmen and Hagedorn both trying to help him out to get him back on the wheels. Here comes Jamie Leach, and, well, there's Nicholas Bieber. He's going to flip over Jamie Leach just about. Leach actually going to wind up on his wheels. He'll drive it away. Looks like we're all good. Cody Levitt back on his wheels, but there's Tim Smith right behind him. Greg O'Berry also right there. Greg O'Berry in the 141, just labeled as the 41 here tonight, is shown 9 laps down, so it hasn't been that great of a night here for Greg O'Berry. But we are under the 20 to go lap marker, so iRacing estimating we can go 20 laps here in about 9 minutes and 30 seconds. There we go. We got that countdown clock down there in that bottom left-hand corner for you as Greg O'Berry gets turned around there, gets a little bit of a hit. Cody Levitt kind of squeeze on through. Danny Valenzuela re-entering the track over there. It looks like his brother of Timmy coming out of pit road. Donald Bennett going to get a little help there from the 000 of Tim Smith, and Colton Farrow going to play dead over here. Danny coming in, helping him out. Everybody just piling it up here in turn 3. Well, let's see if we can get a word in with a couple of those drivers over here for over-the-wall racing. One of them looks like he actually just went over the wall, and it looks like another one's actually coming behind the wall. Valenzuela, does either of you have a copy?
Hey, Roger.
Well, it looks like Timmy's here. I'm not sure what just happened to your brother. I think he actually just may have dropped out complete of the lobby. Well, tell us about your night out there, Timmy.
Honestly, it's been a little crazy. Honestly, I'm not a very good short track racer, so this is definitely some good practice, but it's been really fun, just trying to bob and weave through the middle.
Well, can you actually consider this a short track here at the Irwindale Figure 8? I mean, yes, you're on a short track technically at Irwindale, but it's a Figure 8.
The road course. I mean, it's 4 turns. It's short track.
It's got 4 corners. Oh, okay. Well, now we're also joined by your other half. I mean, now, Tim, I'm going to ask you this question, because we know in the last couple of weeks here with the Salt Flat IROC series, you have actually finished better than your brother. What has turned it around here in the late going?
Honestly, just practicing. I've gone from 0 practice to about 1 official race a week.
0 practice to 1? Wow, that's a big improvement.
That's 100%. It's almost 9,000.
Well, now, does that actually help you? Because official races kind of look like a lot what we're seeing out here on track.
Honestly, this is a lot different than an official race. I've got somewhere around 150 X's on me right now. So, I mean, I definitely would have been kicked out a long time ago. But, it's definitely a good practice.
Yeah, actually on timing and scoring, I'm looking at it right now. You have 142. You're not quite the most out there. Let's see if I can get a quick check on the most. Colton Farrow is actually leading that department at 178, so you got a lot of work to do to catch up.
All right, well, let me see if I can fix that here. Let me add 2 on right there, and then we'll get to work on that, getting the top X's tonight.
Well, while you work on that, let's see. I think I see the other half of the over-the-wall race team finally coming out from behind the wall. Usually he's going over the wall, but now he's just going to come around it like a normal human being. Danny,
yeah,
it's a lot of chaos out there right now.
Oh, yeah, it's a good time. Oh, there's Jared.
But yeah, there he is. I mean, that's kind of how things happen. Things just pop up out of nowhere.
Pretty much. Everybody. It's actually kind of cool. Some of these guys are getting stuck upside down, and then everybody else is just coming around, bumping them back over. They aren't having to take the tow, so it's interesting to see. We throw everybody out here for fun, and they're all helping each other out.
Yeah, so what you're kind of saying is teamwork makes the dream work, and Jared Hagedorn's making all this go.
Yeah, basically.
Pretty interesting situation you guys have going on here. We're just kind of chilling up here at in the luxury suite above Irwindale, watching all this chaos ensue. Macro Bellany has now gone to his strategy of I'll drive it in reverse. So, strategy's all over the place.
I don't know that there is a strategy other than just keep going.
Interesting. Well, hey, thanks for getting this lobby finally set up after us having to sit here and wait. It was sort of like a rain delay. We'll just call it the rain delay, but
yeah, rain delay.
So thanks for getting out there and drying the track with your mouth.
No worries. I do what I can.
There it is. Danny the Man Valenzuela doing what he can out here. Well, let's see if we can go find someone else to kind of annoy. The laps are ticking down. The time is ticking down. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left here in tonight's event. Let's see if we can get a word in with this man. We talked about him earlier. Macro Bellany, what are you doing out there?
I am doing whatever it takes to try and get to the front. Reverse, forward, don't matter.
Yeah, we just saw you as we were talking to Danny. We just saw you up against the wall. Look there for a moment like you were going to deploy the throw it in reverse strategy. We saw you do that last year. We haven't seen you use it too much so far here tonight, though.
Yeah, I figured I'd try and go forward a little more. Last year's strategy was mainly just to try to preserve the engine as much as I could. If I got a hole in the gas tank, so be it. But this year, for some godforsaken reason, we have indestructible cars. I don't know who the hell made these.
Well, I don't know if you got to blame iRacing for that one, or if you got to blame the over-the-wall racing crew over over there because,
Yeah,
well, they might
probably
have
that
tried
guy.
to get over the wall, got stuck, and then couldn't complete the lobby the correct way.
Yeah,
We don't know,
That's
but
what I'm thinking.
we got 4 minutes left here. You're 9 laps down. Is there going to be a way that you're going to be able to catch back up to, well, Tim Smith?
Hey, am I on live right now?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll show you how.
I think I know what strategy that the number 4 here is going to deploy. Let's take a ride around here with him. See if we can get the right camera angle here. There we go. As we go on board, right next to him, we have a nice little camera. Well, Matt, while we still have you here, tell us about your season so far. You had some really good runs, and then, well, a couple that you'd probably like to forget.
Yeah, I've been pretty consistent, I think, except for really the first, I think, race or two. They were pretty poor performances. Other than that, I think it's pretty good. Wish I had a teammate. Rest in peace, Smokey. I don't know where he is tonight. But yeah, I think we have a good chance. I don't know if I can catch Tim Smith at all too much in points, but definitely the top 3 is within grasp.
Yeah, right now sitting 62 points back here at the All-Star halfway break, and it's not really unsurmountable, but it looks like we're getting a couple laps back here, so that looks good. You're on your way back towards the front. But, well, Matt, we're going to let you go here. We're going to see if we can grab a word in with one of our other drivers out here. I believe we also see the 99 here of Daryl Water out there. Daryl, do you got a copy?
Yeah, go ahead, Rob.
Oh, he doesn't seem too thrilled, ladies and gentlemen, to sit here and talk to us, but we still have 2 minutes, Daryl. You're sitting 11th, 14 laps down. Tim's kind of running away. What are you going to do?
Try to avoid Danny every chance I get.
Yeah, it seems like one of those over-the-wall guys are always in the way. And actually, the one over-the-wall guy that's flipped on this lid right now is Danny, and his brother just tried to hit him. So, maybe they're just a menace to the racing surface right now. I think your teammate just died, too.
Well, I have to go save him, but the over-the-wall guys are just menaces sometimes.
Sometimes you kind of look at him that way. But tell us about how your season is as you come in there. That's one of the over-the-wall guys. You tried to send him back over the wall. It didn't work out. But tell us about your season.
The two beginning of the season races were not good starter, but turning it around.
Turning it around, sort of like at Daytona where your teammate turned you around?
Yeah, I was sort of trying to forget that.
Oh, I'm sorry. By the way, that was a 32nd place finish that night. But you did lead 4 laps that night.
Yeah, the first season with this racing league and enjoying it so far.
Well, you know what? Have a good rest of your season here as you go try and rescue your partner in crime there one final time. You're under the 45-second marker here tonight.
All right, Roger. Thanks. You have a good evening.
Well, as we're coming down to it, it says we're going to get 7 laps in within the next 35 seconds. iRacing might be a little drunk. Maybe they were hitting the Kraken or a little bit of Jared's Windsor. So Tim Smith is out front, has a 2-lap lead right now over Vols Nation of Jason Griffith. 3rd place right now, as I believe we might be getting 2 to go here or 1 lap to go here. Jamie Leach sits 3rd, 3 laps behind. Mac Robelny is 4th, Cody Levitt. Now it's Michael Whitaker actually 4th. So I believe this will be the final lap here tonight. Final lap here for Tim Smith. All he needs to do is be able to bring it back around here on the final time as he comes off the final corner. This will be back-to-back All-Star wins here for Tim Smith in the Salt Flat IROC Series. Why not one last time for Jason Dobbs as he goes into the catch fence here. Mac Robelny's on his lid too. Final lap here. It still says we can get 1 more. Sometimes with these timed events, we have to see who ends up where. Checkered flag now will be waving here for Tim Smith. There's a big collision there between O'Berry and Levitt. Checkered flag waves. Tim Smith is going to walk away here tonight as our winner. See if we can pull up the top 5 at the top of our screen. That's how they're going to finish this one out. As are out there having a little bit of fun, maybe too much fun sometimes, you'd say. "96 laps got completed here within the 40-minute time window. Tim Smith out there celebrating his victory. Well, we're going to step away. We're going to see if we can get a word in with Tim Smith here before the end of this one, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The figure eight race here tonight, brought to you by the Sim Necessities. The winner, once again, here, back-to-back here, is going to be that man on screen, the 000 of Tim Smith. Tim, it was a whole new challenge this year. Last year, you kind of had to protect the car and stay out of trouble. This year, no limited quick repairs, but you really didn't need them because there was no damage.
Yeah, it definitely made it a little easier for sure. People are getting in your way or trying to take swings at you, you can just move them out of the way and not worry about it now.
You didn't have to worry about it. But talk about the challenges here coming to, they call it the All-Star race. It's the mid-season break here for the Salt Flat IROC series. But a figure eight track is not your normal All-Star event or even considered on a schedule anywhere.
Yeah, it's definitely a unique deal. It's really a really stressful 45 minutes. You got cars re-entering the track, coming through the intersection, coming across the wrong way. It's really wild race. You just got to try and watch out for people, I guess.
Well, watching out is probably the better way to put it, but I mean, it was chaos all throughout. But talk about the season so far. You're at the halfway point here, the 6 races in. You have a 25-point lead over last year's champion of Jamie Leach. You have 3 wins already in the first 6 races. What are you going to need here to continue the momentum that you've built here in the first half?
Just finish and stay out of the messes, I think the last 2 races in a row, I was in contention for wins, and something happened. So, just need to just buckle down and keep top 5 in this out, and I should be able to pick up the championship.
Yeah, the last couple weeks, though, Jamie Leach and Cody Levitt have been able to kind of chew into that lead just a little bit. So, gonna have to watch out for those guys. They seem to work pretty well together. You have a teammate out there of Skylar Brown, the Pink Posse team here. Skylar Brown been missing in action, though, the last 2 weeks. Does that kind of hurt the performance for the team?
Definitely doesn't make it easier. It's really nice when you have somebody that you know's in a draft with you. But he helps quite a bit. But sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do and try and make it happen.
Yeah, and you made it happen here tonight, and you're making it happen so far in the first 6 races of the season. But before we step away, we're gonna let you, like always, you know the drill. We're gonna hand you the mic to give you all your shout-outs that you need to shout out for tonight.
Everybody that supports me. Just on iRacing in general, Casey Kane Racing, WickedCushion.com, all the help they give me. Everybody over here at the old Salt Flats, this is a really fun deal you guys put on here, so I really enjoy it. All the sponsors and your beautiful voice up in the booth.
Well, it looks like a couple of your competition here is going to give you a couple little congratulatory little bumps there, but congratulations once again, Tim Smith, walking away with the win here. Let's flip this back over here so you can check out the rest of the running order, find your favorite driver and where he finished tonight here in the IROC race for the All-Star, brought to you by the Sim Necessities and all their button boxes and gizmos, gadgets, figurines. You can catch them over there by Sim Necessities or hit up Macro Belny once again. But Tim Smith going to win it here tonight from the Irwindale figure 8 track. Let's see if we can try to find where we can. There we go. Okay, now we're getting somewhere here. So tonight, though, Tim Smith does win. Jamie Leach did finish 2nd. That's how they are in your point standings. Matt Grabelny 3rd, Jason Dobbs 4th, Cody Levitt 5th, actually on our timing and scoring. That's going to do it just here from the Irwindale Speedway. So for everybody at the Salt Flat IROC Series and your Turn 3 Racing Network, we'll catch you next Wednesday night right here, same time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to watch the Salt Flat IROC Series battle it back out for the points championship.